TLPH. See what happens.
They say history is written by the winners, and the numbers don't lie. But when that horn sounds, nothing else matters, just you and your opponent. Aurora and Team Liquid Philippines fighting in the play-ins for 2 lives in the playoffs.
Game 1 draft alone. Look at how mobile the side of Liquid is, bringing back their express kind of style where they're aggressive early on, and they can afford to do it. Especially Carl TZ with the Alpha.
But just the same, Aurora, as mentioned by Renmar, has a great damage profile. And they're also playing with the threat of a Phoveus, who, by the way, only has soft answers. You can never really shut out a Phoveus. So with that said, in the hands of a Bunjingjing,
yeah,
it's going to be worse. It's going to be so much stronger, given that, again, the aforementioned Arlo, the Cho, hell, even the...
Benny,
the little dashes, yeah. And of course, even Carl TZ, he's going to drop those Infernal Pursuits.
yeah, for early cooldown for the Demonic Force. So right now, it seems like Aurora has a good answer with everything TLPH is giving them. But again, if TLPH gets their momentum early on, even without having to rely on Benny E's damage or Spear of Destruction, this could go really for the side of TLPH.
Oh yeah, best case scenario, Benny just has the gold lane experience. Worst case scenario, the Hitman just gets all up in their face, and Edward gets infinite stacks on his Thunderbelt. Later lane, again, this is a signature Arlet on Sanford. Don't expect much from him. At best, they would both want to rotate out.
You know, I'm trying to figure out when was the game Renegade had a huge setup on the opposing team's purple buff, a 4-man implosion. I'm not sure if it's with TLPH or Omega, but we can see something similar to that, especially if Renegade starts things off aggressive and hasn't been shut down, can actually out-sustain the damage of TLPH. So right now, TLPH starting things off with the turtle.
That's right. Hitman checking out Carl TZ. Knocks him up. In comes DK.
Okay, DK control not going to be enough to bring down Carl TZ. Carl TZ has to walk away. No turtle yet, but a first blood for Yue on to Sanford. Now here comes the attack coming in from Edward. Working on Sanji as JP tries to save him. So no turtle yet, but Aurora gets a kill.
A single movement from Aurora puts Liquid on the back foot. Suddenly, they have to slow down. As a team, as aggressive, well, in their DNA, and just naturally, that's what Liquid wants to do. If you're forced to like back away from the turtle like that, with a single shot, with a single movement, oh, here we go!
Oh, okay. There was a play coming in from JP, though, but no follow-up. He used the Way of the Dragon plus the Flicker combination, so Aurora knows this.
He was baiting something out. He was baiting, oh, here comes HITMAN!
And again, Renegade, implosion play, takes away 2. Sanford might be the next target as Yue tries to chase after him, and the rest of the Aurora will work on the turtle.
That's a free turtle for the Northern Lights. And it didn't really take him much. Again, Liquid tried to hit him with a 1-2 step. Aurora wasn't having any of it. Team Liquid now have to play from behind. Best believe, second turtle, they have to make a call 30 seconds before the turtle spawns. They have to draw out their rotations and decide, hey, you have eyes on Renegade? Do you remember if his flicker's off cooldown now?
Yeah.
Because if not, then it's just gonna get worse.
They need to keep tabs on what resources Aurora has been using, and at the same time make a play right away, make a trade. Because if you're gonna go back to their second meeting, it was a sweep for Aurora in under 12 minutes for both games, and it started like this. A dominant start, 3 kills, now the third.
All right, a majority of his gold lead right now is on the mid lane and in the XP lane, all right? Carl TZ is doing great to keep himself within an arm's reach of Demon Kite, which is he's gonna need. He's one of the main peels for Liquid, given that, you know, JP gets in there. We'll pop his immortality later on. Sanford is a pseudo tank, so definitely you need some items on this alpha. He's on his way towards Warax, close to it. Now, a minute before the turtle goes up, 4.5 minutes in, Liquid clearly slowed down. They're not letting JP cross as much anymore, not looking for any plays. And Carl TZ is taking his time. He's like, all right, I have to make better decisions, better calls.
Yeah, and speaking of better call, I think the better call for TLP is really to just wait for Benny Q's potential power spike. But here comes the potential clash. JP goes in with a kick onto Yue. And here comes the ultimate coming in from TLPH, but they're not gonna... It's not going to be enough, though, as Renegade will fall down in exchange for Carl TZ. That is a way, way better trade for Aurora.
The economy speaks for itself. Even if the 1,500 gold don't move for Aurora, the fact that he traded a roamer for a jungler doesn't bode well for the Cavalry. But some silver lining for Liquid. CarlTZ's back on the map long enough. All right, the timer's long enough for the turtle to elapse respawning. But I gotta tell you, during the whole time, DK was farming back up. So I'm guessing there's like a 200, 300 gold lead.
And DK using 3 more fingers as he used the Spanish. So right now the catch. Okay, JP goes in with a kick onto Renegade. Might get bursted down as Demon Kite rushes after him. CarlTZ will get the turtle and now will kill onto JP. Plus the implosion onto Renegade. All 3 ultimates onto Sanford, but 40 manages to escape.
Cheats death. 40 cheats death. And now Benny.
Okay. Domeng pops his Purify because the potential of CarlTZ going in is just too much, and now they're going to catch CarlTZ. It's Edward and Renegade plus you. It's going to be a 3-on-3. CarlTZ uses the Spear of Alpha just to walk away. So TLPH, they got the turtle, but Aurora got the kill on to JP.
So far, that's fine. I'd say Liquid
a better trade,
are working up towards fixing the blunders of the first 5 minutes. And now JP, look, his mojo's back.
Okay, they're going to commit the kick once again on the Renegade. This is a signal. They're not planning to burst him down. CarlTZ, okay? Here comes the Pride of Ice. CarlTZ just waiting for it and manages to escape the frigid glacier as well. Demon Kite's not there on time to bring out the damage. And now, okay, this is JP. What JP's doing, it's not actually to burst down Renegade. It's just to send the signal, to send the message that, wait, you can't just go cross your map doing Renegade things. You have to think about the potential counterplay of TLPH.
Holding the Hitman hostage. And because of that, the gold lane opens up, giving Benny Cutie enough of a window to push in on that tier 1. Looking at the economy right now, there's about 100, 200 gold between Domeng and Benny Cutie. And CarlTZ now up by 500. What's going on?
Okay, Demon Kite with his steel cables. 1v1 versus CarlTZ. Hands him his 3rd death. And we'll get a turret up top.
And just like that, the gold lead is gone.
It's gone.
I said 300, 400, no more. If
Now,
anything, DK is up.
There's still 400 gold lead with Aurora this time.
That's right. So again, a scrappy early game. Liquid though, very characteristic of them. We've seen them in the grand finals of the last season, which is they won that finals 4-0. CarlTZ would do the same thing. Well, it was a very different meta, ball given, but he would constantly throw himself.
CarlTZ, being a team player, a more mature player, he knows that there are some fights wherein he has to lose more his team to win the overall game.
And there's gotta be a thin line. You can't cross, you can't just constantly throw yourself at your opponent at the cost of the long-term economy. So that may have worked in 13, but now it's working. That might be the reason why they couldn't get one over Aurora.
Especially since if ever we start reaching the time where the Lord has been spawning, you know it's going to be a hard time for TLPH if CarlTZ is not in the picture for potential retribution.
Hold up, look at this. They're holding the turtle hostage for about a minute now. The turtle wanted to turn into a lord.
Because you know Renegade wants to go for a setup. He's going to go on to CarlTZ, but a counter-attack coming in for TLPH. Here comes the frigid glacier from UA as Domeng goes in with the Zamin Force as well, bringing down CarlTZ. Spear of Destruction will connect with Benny Cutie. Will just...
Here we go!
Okay, he casted the Spear of Destruction. Working on Edward this time as he gets a turret up top as well. Who got the turtle?
CarlTZ got the turtle.
CarlTZ got the turtle.
Yeah, so that was enough of a shield for him to survive maybe a second or two longer, to hold 3 members of Aurora back and allow for the push up top for Benny Cutie to leave away the push in. So it's still an even trade across the map.
Yeah, speaking of even trade, even if the kill scoreboard is 7-2, looking at the economy, the gold lead, it's just 800 for Aurora, almost non-existent. It's because this time TLPH always gets a trade compared to the first 3 minutes.
Yep, check out the funnel as well. Benny Cutie up by about 500, 600 gold over Domeng. I actually like that Benny's joining fights sooner now.
Yeah, I mean, he has to. At the same time, he's also doing his job, doing his good split push up top. And the Spear of Destruction fortunately connected. It was a good time for him to cast that. I believe he was able to take down one, preventing Domeng from actually dominating that. Because honestly, Domeng's position was good. He still had his Purify. And at the same time, Zamin Force, it was connecting to a lot of members of TLPH, but with the threat, the presence of Benny Cutie in the picture, it prevented Domeng from, you know, just take it easy, sir.
About 10 minutes into game 1 elapsed. So far, Aurora unable to find the full 4-man 5-man engagement despite the Hitman's best efforts. I think Liquid are doing great in conditioning Aurora into actually finding these. That's JP's job this whole time.
Yeah.
And only dying twice with how dangerous he's come close to death.
Yeah,
Maybe,
despite the Fanny being present also.
yeah, but maybe Liquid are onto something here. Maybe they're playing the map, maybe they're playing all of us.
Yeah, they can go for the macro gameplay. Again, they have the Moscow, but at the same time, Aurora has something similar to that, which is Demon Kite.
And Edward.
And
See
Edward,
this?
yeah.
Edward hasn't died a single time.
Okay, here comes the catch.
Battle slash!
Water energy from the backline! A beautiful implosion play. Here comes the Bridget Glacier. A Demon Kite as well is here, but Steel Cable's gonna bring down easy. Sanji, the next target, working on JP. Will he be able to escape though? Because Edward Infernal Pursuit is there. That's gonna be 2 members now for Liquid. And all throughout that, Benny Cutie's just working on the push onto the top lane.
That's expensive. That is costly. Carl and Sanji for a push. I mean, Liquid didn't need for that to happen. Benny threw out the SOD, but it's also going to come at the cost of a Lord.
Okay, maybe free turtle. Carl TC not in the picture. As Aurora gonna extend the lead. But again, still, TLPH was able to get at least a turret up top. At that point, you can't blame Benny if he was late or whatever, because that was a good setup coming in from Renegade. It started things off with a beautiful final slash from Sanford, but that's the thing with Renegade. He doesn't care if he's first or if he's second. He just wants to go for the proper implosion play, and in that case, he caught 3.
That's right. And as you'll see here, I'd like to take your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. No Thunderbelt on Edward. Well, they're hedging on the fact they're going to win quick.
Yeah, quick. I mean, again, last series, it was both games sweep, under 12 minutes. So, in terms of, is it worth it to go for a Thunderbelt?
We're already on the way to changing things.
A Thunderbelt for this game might be a good move.
Right? So that might be a glaring change for this Phoveus build. But again, if Edward and RORA want to end quick, they got to do something now with this Lord.
Yeah. Again, Renegade is really waiting for the opportunity against the Evolution. His flicker is not yet up.
Oh.
On the other hand, Sanji and JP and Sanford has theirs, so they can make a potential play here. JP is trying to zoom out Renegade as Demon Kite works on the bottom lane.
Look at that fat wave. John Cedric Caranto brought in down bottom. Luckily, Liquid are good at defending as well. Luckily, even if they have Carl TZ, they send him out. A single Spear of Alpha plus his 1-2 combo should clear most waves.
Yeah.
So at this point in the game, 13 minutes in, later on it might be more of a problem. What we haven't really considered, what if this gets to the ultra late game?
Yeah, so...
You're only hoping that Benny hits the SOD. If he misses...
But Benny, admittedly, Benny rarely misses. But in crucial situations like this, I do agree. If Benny misses, that just makes the ultimate of a Moscow non-existent.
It's less a slight on Benny,
Yeah.
all right? I'm not assaulting the M4 MVP. I'm saying it's difficult to hedge your plans on a single ult. So I'm hoping that Liquid understands what this 2K gold lead means against Aurora and the map that, you know, is constantly against them. Because they're pulling a Liquid Ube right now.
Yeah, they're pulling a Liquid.
But this is how they should work, given that they're still finding a way to split up Aurora. Aurora wants to fight all in.
Yeah, but at the same time, Aurora just also wants that they're grouping up. Because again, it's going to utilize a lot of ultimates for Aurora, Zaman Force, the Frigid Glacier, and again, Renegade's Implosion. They're all boxes. So for Aurora, they don't care. They have a 2.4k gold lead. They like it when TLPH groups up. They don't have to worry about potential split pushes if they know that Benny is with the group. So right now, I feel like Sanford really needs to make a huge play here, but to make sure not to catch Renegade, because that could be bad for TLPH. If they manage to catch Renegade, then Renegade pops his Implosion.
That's right. Now we see the folly of an Alpha pick. There really isn't much an Alpha's doing if it's not active in fights. It's not like a Ling or a Fanny you can send off the split push. Right now, again, even when you're winning, right? You're remembering last match's Blacklist International's Alpha on MP the King.
Yeah.
You're a glorified bodyguard.
You're glorified.
That has great punish if the fight lasts long enough.
Yeah, that can also catch Demon Kite's Fanny with the Spear of Alpha. But again, Demon Kite hasn't died yet. 204 KDA
Not
has
once.
been activated early on, first 3 minutes. And TLPH, luckily, going into this Lord, they still have their inhibitor turrets intact. So in terms of macro, Aurora.
Renegade goes for the conceal.
gonna-
Going from bush to bush. Sanji's up
knows.
front. This is dangerous.
Oh, Renegade goes in with the implosion. Benny Cutie though being able to free hit. Demon Cat goes for Benny Cutie and brings him down. Two members of the Cavalry nowhere to be found. Make it 3 as Carl TZ, the young goat, bows down to Demon Kite.
That was too tight of an alleyway to gamble the engage. Sure, Sanji had a purify. He walks away scot-free. But what the rest of Liquid? Sure, they leaned into it, but I don't think they were ready for the fight either way.
Can I just commend Demon Kite? Look at Demon Kite, eyes on the prize. Even if Benny pops his Purify, he doesn't need it as Demon Kite goes in for the kill.
Oh,
Wow!
Benny Cutie was served up on a pedestal. A clear pathway. And Demon Kite just ate him up. Look at that. Demon Kite built himself an ancient, an Antiquitas. So he knows that if Carl TC comes in, if Sanford JP
Yeah.
put me in,
It's for the potential Spear of Misery. If ever he gets pinned down, he can somewhat sustain it.
He'll
and
just
they can
hold it
outplay.
out.
Yeah. But right now, he can afford to do that because in terms of damage, they're not lacking. I mean, Edward has damage, Yue has damage, and especially Doming with the Harith, and right now, a push from Aurora.
6K ahead. Aurora are out cunning Liquid. And it would be lucky for Liquid to actually walk away with their base intact, given how Aurora are leaning hard into it. There's another wave of pop.
Inhibitor down at the bottom lane as TLPH will manage to save Q. So right now, if you're TLPH, what do you do at this point? You have one inhibitor down, but luckily it's on the bottom side, meaning they can easily clear it during Lord dances. Maybe utilize Benny Cutie's split push potential. That just makes it the Spear of Destruction more crucial that it connects.
You answered your own question, but let me add a layer to that,
Okay.
all right? I think Sanji has to take care of himself a little bit more and use the Eternal Guard in an offensive manner more than just, oh, here we go!
Renegade again with the implosion, but they're not going to catch Benny Cutie though. They're going to bring down
Benny!
Sanford. Benny is still alive as they shut down Doming. This might be an opportunity for TLPH. They also saved their
Here we
inhibitor.
go!
Here comes Benny Cutie! But Edward though has his immortality
burning,
not yet
he's
been
burning.
popped.
He's fine.
He's fine. But that's a sign that TLPH, they still have a chance for game 1.
That was Liquid's first kill in what seems like 10 minutes. Scores 14-3 in case you guys haven't looked up north on your screens right now.
And it went to, they go to Sanjay. I'm not even sure, but 14-3, a dominant game for Aurora.
It went to JP.
To JP, okay.
Ironic.
Ironic.
But again, you take anything you can as this Liquid.
At this point, yeah, take anything you can, save everything you can. In this case, they were able to save 2 inhibitors. Good positioning from Benny Cutie, despite almost 2 or 3 Aurora members literally going after him. He was still able to evade the potential death and dish out the Spear of Destruction, but unfortunately, Edward was able to out-sustain that. Even his immortality hasn't been popped yet.
It's so difficult for Liquid right now. Benny just built his Wind of Nature. Sure, that should help as another layer of protection alongside his Rose Gold Junior. But consider this, he's only really Wind of Naturing against Demon Kite. Sure, it'll help against Edward. There's some physical damage on the Phobius, but that
Doming
death
magic.
on Doming, it was just it was a little boo-boo.
Yeah,
It was a scratch.
That was also a crucial kill, although they only got 1. It was onto Doming. So at least something good happened for TLPH.
Counter blessings.
Counter blessings as Benny Cutie has to worry about the top lane. Again, Spear of Destruction has been connecting, and this time it needs to really connect if ever they want the chance for game number 1.
All right, playing Bush Sniper here is Renegade and JP. Sanji doing his due diligence, crossing his T's, dotting his I's, checking with his skills. Not his face, although he does have his Purify up. And now Carl TZ, all in on the shuffle. I wonder if they know that 4D's here. We haven't seen a Flicker final slash. Not in a hot minute. JP gets caught.
Oh, they're gonna catch JP, but JP Jit will be safe here. And now here comes the final slash flicker combination. Able to burst down too. An implosion play coming in from Renegade. JP's gonna fall down. Benny gets Stafford as well. Demonkite manages to stay alive, but a slither of health left. Benny Cutie, Spear of Destruction will not connect. He thought that Demonkite was there as Carl sees he goes in. Immortality will be popped here. Sanji just working on the members of Aurora. And it's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Aurora.
Some signs of life from the Cavalry, but one could only wonder how much frustration is setting in because they really couldn't finish the job!
Storming out of nowhere, Castas out and forcing Demonkite on the chase to bring down Carl. And Benny Cutie has to go home, has to defend this up against 3. Can he make it happen as Aurora locks their eyes